ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Another issue over here with the freaking gun. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Disney Plus Falcon and the Winter Soldier Build-A-Figure Wing Waves Captain America. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so.
Search your feelings, you know it be true.
Dorkside Toys is a store for you. Link below. And while you're down there, I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And we got a new segment here called Why Give a Shart. So why do I give a shart about our Sam Wilson Captain America? I mean, I was a fan of Sam Wilson Captain America in the comics. I really like how the character grew and changed throughout that storyline, or the multiple storylines anyway. And I really like the delivery of the character right here from the show. And man, the design is freaking badass. So having him in action figure form, I think is truly dope. Nice looking figure so far. On the side, you get a nice image of Sam Wilson, Captain America. On the back, you can see Cap right over there. There's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There's the other figures from the wave. There's Captain America one more time. Then we get the Cap logo shield right over there, spot varnish on the top, not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's the new Captain America figure out of the packaging, and we'll talk about the things that I like and the things that I don't like. We will also go over the Build-A-Figure wings in this video. So let's first take a look at the accessories that just come with the Sam Wilson figure. So this Captain America figure just doesn't really come with many accessories on its own. No interchangeable hands. You do get the shield and you do get the flight pack, which does look really nice with this silver metallic paint in the plastic. I really like that a lot. Not too much marbling or anything, so it looks really solid. Nice little bits of blue right over there. And then you get the shield right here, looking pretty sweet just for a shield comparison. You can see added nicks and everything. I don't really like this color. I feel like it could be a little bit darker. I do prefer this right over here. The strap system is very much the same. One thing I wanted to point out is that while he does not come with interchangeable hands, which would have been really nice, you can put a Marvel Select Captain America Falcon figure hand on there, but I don't think that hand really scales perfectly. I think it's worth mentioning that it's somehow easier for him to hold the shield with his left hand, well, because the fingers are splayed out like that, more so than the right hand, but he mostly holds the shield in his right hand. So getting him to hold the shield without it, slipping around on you can be frustrating sometimes. Now the shield doesn't have a peg to go into this hole right over here, but you can put the pack right on there like that. I like to take the bigger hoop and then kind of just hook it underneath right there, and then let this just sit on the top, and now you have Cap wearing his shield. It actually looks really good. It's not the most firm or secure grip on there or anything. It'll come off, but you can at least pose him around and take some nice shots if you want. So as soon as I saw this head sculpt, I thought it was too big, but I do think it does resemble Anthony Mackie. It does have the likeness of Anthony Mackie as Captain America for sure, so I do like that part of it. Amongst some other things, like the translucent plastic right here for the eyes, you can just barely see the eyes in there. I think that is so dope. That is sweet. Really nice paint apps right over here for the facial hair. It's missing the mark just a little bit on that hairline and a little bit on the mustache, so I am noticing that. And I have an extra little tiny white speck right over there, and that bothers me. I'm going to try to remove that. For a head sculpt comparison, though, here is the Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Captain America, and they both look very similar. I'm liking the flesh tone on this one a little bit more. I don't know. I feel like the head sculpt overall on the Marvel Legends version just looks better to me, and I like that we get more detail in the hair sculpt also, so that looks really good. Looking on the side, you can see some of the paint coming off, so that's a little bit bothersome, but nice trim right there, nice sculpted detail. Looking at this from a little farther away, the head looks too big. I mean, dude, Anthony Mackie got hella buffed, and it just doesn't look that way in action figure form. He could have just been a little bit larger over here, I guess, but I do like all the silver paint apps. I like all the sculpted detail that I'm seeing over here. Get a nice star on the shoulder, a little bit of blue specks coming through here and there. You can see it's white paint over blue plastic. We get the pinless joints right there on the elbows. You get a little bit of marbling in the plastic right there, but it's not the worst. I've definitely seen worse, but it's kind of there. Then you get the Sam Wilson butt. You get some nice riveted patterns right over here on the side of the legs, looking really good. Oh, I just want to trim this right over here. Oh, neat. I like how that works. You bend that all the way up right there, so that's very cool. And then, yeah, man, I mean, from the waist down and everything looks pretty sweet. He has a little jet boosters right there. It's just pretty cool. And then the boots look really good, especially with the silver paint over it. And then you have the plastic right over here with the paint in it. So, you know, you can see the difference between the two right there. I do prefer this. And then you get peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Now, again, with all these newly sculpted figures, we're getting the dumbbell joint for a head and neck joint right there. So he can look up that much. I wish he could look up more than that. I do like the disc hinge more. The head will look down a little bit. Again, I wish he could look down more than that. You get side to side motion and you get head pivoting. There is a separate piece right here between the chest and the neck. So if you really wanted to turn that neck, you could do that. It just looks kind of weird and just feels like I'm about to break something. But anyway, shoulders will move outward just this far. The sculpt does get in the way. You can move the arms inward all the way. You get a full rotation right there. Bicep swivel. You get the double joint elbows, then both hands turn side to side and hinge up and down. You get an ab crunch forward, ab crunch back, waist swivel. You can move the belt a little bit, but it is glued on the sides, it seems like, or on the back at least. I like that. Hips move outward that far, and he will kick forward that much, back a little bit, upper thigh cut. Ankles do move down, and then they also move up, and you get beautiful ankle pivot. So here's all the Build-A-Wing pieces, and yes, you do have to buy all the figures from the wave to get a complete MCU Sam Wilson Captain America figure. Anyway, Loki came with the stand parts right there, along with Red Wing, and that included the backpack as well. These two inner wing parts right over here came with the Rebirth Vision. The right mid-wing part came with Winter Soldier. The left wing mid part came with Scarlet Witch. Funny, they have the same letters in their initials. And then the right outer wing part came with Baron Zemo, and then the left outer wing part came with the US Agent. So let's get these wings built. Will you take us away, Bumblebee? Now these are actually specific as far as where you want them to be when you're putting it together, because you can see we have two rods going this way and then there's only one on the top going that way. So you want these smoother ends being on the inside of your figure, and it's, you know, pretty easy to put together. It's not really hard. I'm gonna go ahead and put this wing on right here and clip this on right over here, and then you have these circle parts and you just port that on and port that on like so. And then we have the stand. Just want to line it up with the back, and to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of this stand. Then here we have Red Wing, which we might as well get a closer look at while it's out here. Paint apps look pretty good and everything, and it has a little ball joint at the bottom of this stem. And then you do get rotation right here at the base of this as well, so that's pretty neat. It's just unfortunate that porting it on here is always really tricky for me. I always have a hard time getting this on. I mean, you could kind of see the shape here, how it sticks out and it has a little bit of an L shape to it. I just wish it had a solid port instead of that weird angle, because while it's not attached to the figure, I can get it on there. It just falls off. So see, I can just wiggle it and it just comes right off. So yeah, I don't like that porting system, but again, the Red Wing itself does look pretty cool. And you can see how you could rotate Red Wing around in any direction. You know, it's just a ball joint right there. There is some marbling going on. I could see the marbling right over there, but for the most part, I am liking how this silver plastic looks. And we have this nice metallic red and blue. Well, it's not super metallic. It's a little bit more matte than I'd like it to be, but it still looks good to me. I like it. I think the way these wings are sculpted looks really cool too. And if you wanted to switch these around, you can. I've tried different positions for these, so that's cool that you can do that. Would be nice if they had a thing that you could put right over here to fill this in, but nope, it doesn't come with anything to do that. You can see some marbling right over there, but you know, gotta say the inside does look a lot cleaner. I like how you can see all the little mechanisms over here and everything. You also get this stand, you know, I like how it's all wifting off to the side and everything, but you know, when you get the figure on here, it just feels like he doesn't have enough height over here. I mean, look how close his feet are to the stand and his toesies aren't even pointing downward. So if you put him on the stand and you have his toes pointing down, he's already touching the stand right here, the base of the stand, you know? So it just needed to be a little bit higher up, I think. And yeah, so I don't really like using this thing so much, to be honest with you. Not a big fan of the stand. And just like the other pack, you can get the shield on there, you know, just tucking underneath and placing it on there like that. Looks pretty good. It's not the most secure thing ever. It's going to fall off if you move it around, but hey. And as far as articulation on these wings go, they do pop off a little bit easier than I'd like. I wish we had hinges right here. That would have been really nice, but we do not get that. They shift up and down just barely. Like you can get them just shifting down that much, but I feel like it wants the whole pack to break away from the figure, and you know, it'll kind of twist side to side a little bit on you like that too. I really wish you could move them all the way up like how we saw in the show, but yeah, you get these hinges that do bend at 90 degrees. Well, you could bend them all the way back if you wanted to do that, you know what I mean? But it's going to start snapping off. But yeah, this wing right over here, same thing. You're going to hear a clicking sound. Nothing's going to break on you from doing that. So you get at least a 90-degree bend. If you go more than that, it's just going to pop off on you. So, you know, there's some posing options and everything. You'll see more at the end of the video. To measure out this Captain America figure, you could see that he is standing just a little under that 6.5 inch mark. Wish he hit just a little bit closer to the 6.5 inch mark, or right on it anyway. And then to measure out the wingspan, it's at about, I'm looking at around 14 inches across. That's not too bad. Now for a Sam Wilson comparison, we have our Civil War Falcon next to our Captain America. And yeah, the wingspans are actually a lot closer in width than I would have expected. You could see that the Falcon figure is just a little bit shorter in height, just a little bit more width on the Captain America version. It's probably just these little points right over here that make it wider. And then here's our MCU Sam Wilson Captain America next to our comic version Sam Wilson Captain America with these custom third-party wings that somebody had led me on to, and I don't remember the name of the company that made these. If you remember, let me know in the comment section below, but I've really enjoyed these. I had to put them together and stuff. But anyway, yeah, the wingspan here for this is a bit shorter than the wingspan for the Build-A-Figure or Build-A-Wings. And then here's our Marvel Legends Sam Wilson Captain America next to the Marvel Select Sam Wilson Captain America, and I really do like both of these figures a lot. But yeah, for a wing comparison right here, you know, it's actually, wow, yeah, the Marvel Legends seems to have a bigger, wider wingspan than the Marvel Select, so there's definitely points right there for the Marvel Legends version. Porting system for the wings are very, very similar, and I'm stupid, the port doesn't fit. Trying to get the Build-A-Wings on this Marvel Select, I guess, not really, no. Then for your Build-A-Wing figure comparison, we have our Captain America figure next to the Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming, and yeah, there's a huge difference in size over here between these wings. I just didn't feel really good about him having these as a Build-A-Figure or to replace a Build-A-Figure. And then here's Captain America next to all of the other figures from this wave. We have the Scarlet Witch, we have the Rebirth Vision, we have Loki, Winter Soldier, Baron Zemo, and the US Agent. And to rank this wave, oh my gosh, it was actually pretty hard for me to get the top figures in here. Anyway, at the very bottom, I'm giving it to Loki. That has the most reused parts. Second from the bottom is US Agent. Yeah, a lot of inaccuracies over there, but I love the new body mold, even though it's being reused for the Walmart exclusive version, but still, it's a pretty cool figure, even though it has a lot of inaccuracies. And then next, I'm giving it to Baron Zemo. I do like that figure. Tricky to stand, but I do like it. And then above Baron Zemo, I am giving it to the mostly fully repainted figure over there. Yeah, I know I have a lot of issues with that Vision figure, but I still really like that figure a lot. What can I tell you? I know there's more new going on here with the Baron Zemo, but I don't know, I just really like the Vision. And then above the Vision, I'm giving it to the Winter Soldier. Really dig that Winter Soldier figure quite a bit. These top two was very difficult for me. I had to give the number 2 spot to the Captain America figure with the Build-A-Figure wings. I just feel like for a Build-A-Figure, it's just not a lot. And I'm not a big fan of the stand. The Red Wing porting in there frustrates me. He doesn't have interchangeable hands. The biggest gripe for me with this figure is actually the size of the frickin' head. It's just way too big. It looks odd. Anyway, at the number 1 spot, I'm giving it to the Scarlet Witch right there. I don't really have many complaints with that figure. I can't even remember any complaints that I had with it during the review. She comes with all the accessories you need to have a great time with the figure. So yeah, the number 1 spot for me goes to the Scarlet Witch. I'd like to know your ranking. Please let me know in the comments section below, and if I read your ranking, I will give it a heart. And then here's the Sam Wilson Captain America figure. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Ooh, it's the cool Captain America, the transforming Captain America. Captain America, transform. That's so badass. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to show some love to the channel by hitting that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thanks to all these people over here that support via the Tron and membership. If you're interested in signing up and supporting these videos, check it out. Link below or hit that join button. And a big thanks to Dorkside Toys for making this whole wave of reviews possible. I feel super lucky that I was able to get this wave really early and review it for you guys as soon as possible. Anyway, this figure is still really cool, even though I complained about about it a whole bunch. The big head thing really bothers me. I wish there was more wing articulation, especially at the connecting parts of the back. So I do have gripes with it, man. And I don't know, there's something about it not having the right size head that bothers me more than anything else. I don't like the dumbbell joint for that head. Also, I wish he could look up a little bit more. So I have tons of complaints, but I also still had a great time with the figure. I took a lot of photos. I was able to wrap him up with his wings and get the shield on top, you know, for that little defense hut he made on the bridge. And I was able to get him in a ton of poses. So I still really like the figure. I complained about it a bunch, but I like the figure a bunch. Anyway, at the price point of a figure plus a Build-A-Figure, oh man, I'm gonna give this a sud rating of
I love it!
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see a photo gallery of images and the latest in Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me via social media, you can find me over on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. I've been posting a bunch more on TikTok lately, so hopefully you guys have been enjoying those, and I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.